I have to fill you in on what's happening. I know I've been gone for like a week or more because the downloads are so intense, and I want you to know that what you're feeling is normal, and it's been intense. So we had almost all the planets in Capricorn at once. Sun, moon, right? That was that new moon in Capricorn we just had, with Venus, with Mars, with Mercury. And what Capricorn energy does is it makes us very ambitious, it makes us more responsible, and it makes us feel the urge. You probably felt this over the weekend. Like, I don't have time to mess around. I don't have time to play around, go out. I have stuff to do. And it felt urgent. Okay, that's Capricorn energy. And that's normal. That's what you should have felt. Since then, we had Venus move into Aquarius and the Sun and the Moon. So what we should have learned during Capricorn season is, one, there's going to be people who come in and distract you from the things you're supposed to be doing. We can't let anyone distract us anymore from our mission, okay? Whatever that is for you. For me, it's spiritual. Technically, for everyone, it's spiritual because you're a spirit. We'll touch on that more later, maybe another day. But everything should feel more serious because that's what Capricorn wants. And things are leveling up. Things are getting more serious. Can you still have fun? Of course. And that's what this Aquarius energy kind of is. It's about the individual, the uniqueness that you have. And it is more social energy. So people are going to kind of want to go out more, relax more. It's much more about friends and humanity as a whole, as well as surprise energy. We've had Uranus in aspect to Venus. We have Venus on Pluto yesterday. So a lot of transitions are happening at once, and it feels like a lot. It feels a little lighter now that we're moving into Aquarius, but we still have Mars in Capricorn, and that will follow later. Everything's going to hit Pluto this week. All of those planets are coming into Aquarius, and they're going to hit Pluto. And so Pluto is death and rebirth. This is about transformation in relationships, transformation in how you think, how you communicate, how we see things. And Neptune is at the final degree of Pisces. This is like the star lineup of the universe from the divine to get us on our path, to show us what we're leaving behind, and to form a new start to hopefully better humanity and get back on track with humanity. And so everything has to come up. Everything has to come up to the surface, right? So much is coming out every day. We're finding out new things and about new people and politics and on the world stage, and people are fighting for countries, and it's a lot. This is not the time to put your head in the sand, which people have been doing for like 6 years, longer, but the activations are here and people still refuse to stand up for themselves. So after Neptune moves into Aries on the 26th, that's next Monday. Okay, we no longer feel the same or see things the same or even connect to God the same. Neptune was in Pisces for 15 years. And so think about where you were in 2011 and how much you've progressed, where you've progressed in your life, what came up for you over the last 15 years, where was your focus? Okay, because all of that is changing now. Neptune moves into Aries and it will be there for at least the next 14 years. I wish I could tell you guys how important it is to listen to your body at this time. We're all going through massive shifts. This is a shift in humanity. This is for the highest good. It's gonna feel hard. It's been feeling hard. But we're getting clarity now. When Neptune comes out of Pisces for good, we will have more clarity. We'll be more self-focused. Everyone very opinionated, war energy. But we have to fight now. We need to fight because the rest of humanity is counting on it. And I don't know what's going on, but people aren't doing anything about it. We have the power. I don't know why no one does anything, but maybe I need to start a revolution. Are you guys down? Are you guys down to do this with me? Because we need to do something. And we will, and it's happening. But I want you to get this feel of this Aries energy. It's coming in. It's going to be here for a while, okay? And Saturn goes and follows suit with Neptune by February 20th. And it's Aries is the warrior. Aries is like, let's go. We're taking action. We're initiating. We're leading. It's fire. There is no more going to be this water, deception, propaganda, media stuff that we've been seeing. We'll still have media deception, but it won't be as foggy, if that makes sense. You're gonna know. And I think by the end of this Neptune, a lot of us know. We don't watch the news anymore. There's a lot of stuff we hear and we're automatically like, that's not real. Right? So we're already starting to get clarity. Our intuition will get stronger. Aries is a very intuitive sign, which most people don't know that. And when Neptune goes there, we will connect to the divine in a stronger way, I'm hoping, in a less woo-woo way, but a more showing up maybe in the physical kind of way. I don't know what that means for us, but it's going to be different. It's going to be good. And just a lot of anger. People are tired of, being walked over. They're tired of feeling like they're being used, taken advantage of. And I feel like that's humanity as a whole. No, we're not going to do that, Mercy. Anyway, so I want to go over some of these things with you. These are revelations or realizations that I had over the last week. Number one, obviously it takes a lot of work and effort, okay? And that's what we felt over the weekend, needing to get things done. Priorities. Okay, that was that Capricorn. And we need to take that into the year with us. So we need to remember that. Okay, because like I said, this Aquarius energy now is a little bit more social, but I want to come back to that because who holds you back? Who distracts you in your life? No! Sorry. Mercy, come. You've probably felt or seen people giving advice. People who don't know anything about you. People who don't know anything about your life or your life's path or your job or whatever it is you're trying to do. And someone who's has nothing, no clue what they're talking about is going to tell you what to do. This is just realizations that I've had. People who say they want to help you and they're unreliable, right? Or people who are just oh no, you shouldn't do that. You should do this. And I want to let you know, another realization, people are just shitting on each other constantly. And I want you to stop it. Okay? I want you to think about how you talk to the people around you because it's very subtle. If I have an idea about something and I come to you with it, if you think, oh, that's a terrible idea, you don't shit on people. You don't. People are figuring out with this clarity now what they should be doing. Okay, where they should be, and they should be listening to that instinct, that intuition. If you're their friend and you tell them, oh no, you shouldn't do that. You should do this instead. No. stop shitting on everyone. And maybe you're not, but maybe people are shitting on you. I just want to invite everyone to be more aware, okay, of telling other people how to live their lives, trying to give people advice when you don't know anything about their life or what they're trying to do. Also, people who are unhappy in their relationship or unhappy in their job, like trying to give you advice about your relationship or trying to give you advice about your job. You know what I mean? These are just things I've been noticing. Everyone just needs to stop. Just like shut up, stop telling everyone everything, and just follow your heart. It's cliche, but it's really true because we've been getting these insights from Neptune. Okay, and Saturn wanted to see the effort there and made things difficult. And it made it so heavy. And it's going to be leaving. So wherever Pisces is in your chart is going to feel lighter after February 20th. It's not going to feel as heavy or as hard. That energy is moving now into Aries, wherever Aries is in your chart. However, when planets are in a sign for multiple years, like 15 years Neptune, 3 years Saturn, and they leave, it leaves a kind of emptiness in that house in your chart. If you need help with that, or you're struggling in some area of life, you can always reach out to me for a personal reading, and I can help you find where that is in your birth chart. I want you guys to know people are waking up every day, and everyone has their own level of awareness and consciousness. And we just really need to be careful how we talk to people. Definitely staying positive. I also want you to think about changes in diet, because along with all these planets in Capricorn and everything moving into Aquarius, we've had like countless of solar flares. We're in a solar maximum period, so that's not uncommon, but they're like huge, okay, and back to back. So we had an S4 solar storm yesterday arrive from a few of the solar flares we had earlier in the week, and that's huge. The biggest it goes is an S5. So that just means we're getting pretty close to a large solar event. And if you're aware about ascension or growing consciousness and spirituality, which I hope you are, I don't know if I'll put this on IG or Facebook, but it's definitely going on the tube. And maybe TikTok. If you're having epiphanies, follow that. If you're having new ideas, follow that. Because we are being guided right now, heavily guided into what I would call the new earth. This is how we're transitioning. It's hard. It gets worse before it gets better. There has to be war before there's peace. And this is just because it has to come out. We have to face it, okay? All the darkness, everything, all of our karmic past and Earth's karmic past and all of the beings here, we really have to face what's been done. So it all has to come out. And then our consciousness rises and we face that part of the darkness, and then we move into the light. So it's hard. And every time these solar flares hit, your body is activated. And so the sun is really a friend. And the solar radiation is changing us. You'll notice because your diet might change. Your sleep patterns are changing. You will feel restless. You could have heart issues. Palpitations are common when there's solar energy. Insomnia or restlessness. It could be one, both extremes, either or. You could be feeling very hungry, like your body needs more fuel. Or you could be feeling like food is too dense and all you want is soup or you're just hardly eating this week. Both of those things are normal. Everyone's body is different. But your body is changing, and you are probably going through a phase of enlightenment unless you're blocked. Okay? So you could be realizing a lot of things about yourself, your life, where you should be headed, and realizing the people around you are not doing the same. So this is what I wanted to get back to, this Aquarius energy. Choosing your tribe, choosing your friend group, choosing your work and business partners. Okay, these relationships are changing. How we think about them is changing because you're changing. And we just came through this Capricorn period of getting more serious. We're getting more serious about where we're headed, what we need to do to get there. And so now we know, right? We've seen the friends, or we've seen the people in our lives. We've seen who draws you closer to where you're supposed to be and who distracts you. We've seen who is there for you when you're on your best behavior, or who supports you in the changes that you're making, and who does not. So, surface level help, I wrote. Self-serving friendships. These are just people who, they like to have you around when you're fun, or they like to have you around when you make them feel good, but not so much when you're doing the right thing. And this is how you know these are distractions. And we can't afford to get distracted anymore, okay? Especially if you're like me and you feel like you're on the spiritual path this life, and you have a mission. So, no more distractions, okay? Higher purpose. This is how you know. Is it in alignment? Does it feel in spiritual alignment? Does it feel like it has a higher purpose in your life? Whatever it is. If not, this is your final chance to let it go. Relationships, bad habits, procrastination. It could literally be anything. It could be you're addicted to cookies. I don't know. It could be that you feel like your 9 to 5 helps you pay your bills, but you're being called in another direction, but you're really worried about those bills. And if that job, if that 9 to 5 is not in spiritual alignment, and you're being pulled in two directions, one, for this earthly 3D material realm, and one way towards your mission here, you're going to have to go on your mission, okay? Like, people will avoid it their whole lives just to pay their bills. And I'm telling you, God will provide for you. The universe will provide for you. There should never be any fear about following your heart or your instincts, and that little nudge that tells you you should be changing things, and you should be going this way, instead of that way. If it feels like resistance to continue to go to your job, probably not supposed to be doing that. Okay. So, surprise endings. This was Venus on Pluto, and just Pluto in general. Endings and new beginnings. One door closes, one door opens. Death, that's a thing with Pluto. It just happens. And it's better to be seen as a transformation or a transition, okay? But I would assume, death happens every day. But anytime I see Pluto, a lot of Pluto transits at once, it's there. Especially Moon on Pluto, Mars on Pluto. That's like double Scorpio, Aries energy. So it's like a lot of turmoil, inner turning, war and change, underworld. That's Pluto. So darkness has to come up. Darkness has to be revealed in order for us to move forward. And this is in relationships, lies, deception, all of these things come up. This could also just be a new way of looking at your relationship, a new transformation in how you want things to move forward, how you want to talk to each other, a newfound thing you want to put your energy into. That feels more like Mars and Pluto together. That will be towards the end of the week. And Sun with Pluto is literally like light shining and bringing stuff out of the darkness. This could be about people in your lives, secrets coming out. So much will change this week. Our perception will change. And I want you to think about where you're headed and the people in your lives and who's dragging you down and who is a good support, who is good to have moving forward in a support system for the long term. Because this year is going to get crazy. It's going to get intense. Also, women, you need to be taking like Taekwondo or something, self-defense. I would buy a weapon. Because, I mean, everyone should probably think about self-protection, but women especially. Because all this Aries energy is going to ramp things up. And it's going to be here for years. So, good to know. Think about this. So, definitely surprises. Could be good surprises too. It's not all bad. Could just be new ideas. New job opportunities, new relationship opportunities. Okay, power shifts. I wrote this. Power shifts, dynamics and power. That's Pluto as well. And this is among people. This is among the people. This is when the people stand up. Because Pluto was in Capricorn for a really long time, like 15 or 18 years. And now it's in Aquarius. And Capricorn is institutions, governments, people who run things, systems. And Aquarius is more like society and the people. So it's time now for all of this Aquarius energy. This is where we see the ET stuff. This is where we see the AI stuff, technology. And I think if we utilize it well, we can do good with it. So that should be the focus. And we can see that the government systems are failing. Our money systems are failing. People are starting to realize more and more about the government in every nation and how we feel like we're getting duped here. And we have the power. So we're going to need to stand up now, guys. We're going to need to do something about this. I mean, I feel like it's been decades that I've been talking about this. And I still feel like only a few people I know are willing to stand up and say something. So I'm going to need you guys to wake up now. Okay? I'm going to need you to get ready to stand with me. Who's coming with me, man? Who's coming with me? That's from a movie. You know the one. Yeah, stop shitting on people. Who in your life adds fear or fear of failure when they hear your cool new idea? That's another thing. Maybe don't tell everyone yet what you're doing. Because people will say, oh, you shouldn't do that. You should do this instead. No, I should do what I want to do. Because I'm obviously being pushed or guided in that direction. Sometimes people get good advice. A lot of times they don't. Especially ones who have no idea what you're doing. You know what I mean? The ones who, that's like someone giving you relationship advice and they've been in a horrible marriage for 30 years. You know what I mean? Or it's like someone who hates their job who's telling you you need to go find a real job and work a 9 to 5 and don't follow your dreams. That you just need to get serious and pay your bills. No, that's not what you should do. So if people don't know what the hell they're talking about, definitely don't listen to them. This is where you find your inner voice. This is where the ego kind of dies down, and we're really listening now, this last degree of Neptune here. Over the last 15 years, what have you learned? We're heading to a new world. It's going to get loud. It's going to get hard. It's going to get more violent, most likely. And this is why, A, you need to be more self-sufficient and not reliant on people around you, because a lot of them suck. B, there are people you need. There are people who will come in and who are coming in to help you. And maybe they're, an angel for you or a guide. And that is divinely connected. And you'll know because they'll be on the same page with you. They'll be a good support system. They won't be talking shit. They won't be a distraction. They won't be giving horrible advice. They won't feel the need to tell you what to do. Okay? They will definitely not pull you out of your pathway and into theirs somehow. People will try to do that. We need good support systems, and that means letting go of relationships or people or circles and refocusing on the support systems that love you and want you to do well and want you to do what you want and succeed and be happy in your own mission. This video is really long, so I just wanted to let you guys know about all the solar flares. This is a good thing for humanity, okay? Even if we lose power, even if we lose the grid, even if the banks fail and we have nothing, this is how we wake up. It has to happen. I look forward to it. If you're having body changes, if you're feeling weird in your body, normal. The sleep issues, like I mentioned, the food, especially. If your body is processing solar energy and your DNA is literally changing, which is a beautiful thing, you probably won't have a lot of energy to digest food. So I've been wanting soup and salad every day and just water, fluid. So maybe you're on an all fluid diet. I don't know. Maybe you just feel insatiable because your body's processing and needs fuel to do that. I just want you to think about so much happening and why it's a good thing and how everyone's waking up because of it. And yeah, this week is intense. And I feel like I say that every week. And it really is, though. And years ago, watching astrology and the moving of the planets, it never felt like this. We went through turmoil a little bit at a time. A couple times a year, maybe have a huge transit. Things might have been hard every now and then. But this has been like back to back to back. And this is a divine timeline. This is how it's supposed to happen. It is like a timer that's going off and time's up. And humanity has to wake up now. And some people have been, and some people have not. And it's not your job to wake people up. But people are in your life for a reason. I'm just saying, find your tribe. Find the ones that support you. Find the ones that love you and want you to do well. I'm so proud of you. And everyone is here for a reason right now on the planet. It's an amazing time to be alive. And I just want you to know that I'm proud to stand with you here. I'm excited to be here. And I'm looking forward to this year and what happens next. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay,